Hi there folks, and welcome to a quick demonstration of our third level mathematics CFE software. So similar to our second level and our fourth level mathematics software, all the learning outcomes to be taught are split up into three differentiated modules at bronze, silver and gold level, and these can be accessed by clicking on the experiences and outcomes button. So here are all the organisers for Curriculum for Excellence third level mathematics. So when I say click through, of course it's fully Smartboard or Promethean board compatible as well, so you can just tap where you want to go. So let's have a look at one of these modules. So we'll look at MTH315A, which is of course solving equations. So let's have a look at the bronze module, and as you can see in true rigor maths fashion, there's full class exercises, there's homework slash worksheets, and there's assessments slash low stakes assessments. There's also a comprehensive bank of exam type questions for students to apply the skills that they've learned in class to new and unfamiliar contexts. And if students wish, or if teachers wish, they can award certification for students' achievements in this module. So if we click on exercises, and there's 5 available in addition to the homeworks and the assessments, providing essentially an unlimited bank of practice for students, or a virtually unlimited bank should we say. And if we click on the lesson, first things first, there's two ways you can navigate through it. You can either just click through on the mouse or tap with your smartboard. So the experience and outcome comes up, and then the learning outcomes which are taught in this module. But I just want to go straight to two-step equations. So rather than having to click all the way through, what I can do is I can use the smart navigation arrows at the top. So I can just click this right hand side arrow to go to one-step equations, then to more one-step equations, and then if I click one final time, it will take me straight to outcome 3, which is two-step equations, without having to click all the way through. So that would be the student's heading, two-step equations. Now let's discuss some of the smart features. If you click the left-hand medal, that will give you learning intentions if you wish to use them, and then questions at the end of the lesson, which could be accessed so pupils could answer in their Show Me board, so the teacher could gauge how well they've understood the lesson. So if you click on the right hand medal, what that will do is that will load our pupil reflection sheet. So I'll just minimise it so it fits fully in the window there, where there's our skill development framework, where pupils can tick off the skills as they master them, either as they've been taught the lesson or maybe summatively at the end of the topic. They can record their rigor maths assessment scores. There's a reflection corner to record their reflections, and of course there's space for optional feedback from all the stakeholders. And there's a direct link which can take them straight to the third level mathematics online platform, assuming of course they hold a valid rigor maths subscription. So if there are any next steps, pupils can work independently in them at home. And of course this reflection sheet can just be printed out and shared with students. So there's also Apple TV as well, so I think that's an important one there. So you can click on that, and what it will do is it plays a video with how it's intended that these skills would be taught if a teacher wanted a wee preview of that to make the lesson go a wee bit more smoothly. But of course, again, it's purely optional. So every lesson starts off with worked examples, kind of taking the students through how they should answer these questions, and I'll just click through it quickly just to give you an idea. So once the worked examples have been delivered, the students then have their own questions to try, and at this point, if you wanted to, you could click on the alarm clock, and what that will do just now is that will load a timer which can be set to give the students a particular time to answer the questions. So this can be dragged anywhere you want, and you can set the students a time, but of course you might not want to use this for particular classes, or indeed any of your classes. It's purely an optional feature. Now once the students have finished, of course there's that instant feedback with the answers, and the system's designed of course around peer marking or self-correction to hopefully reduce teacher workload as well. And at the end the students would give themselves a score out of what they attempted, because of course when teaching to the whole class, not necessarily all pupils would do all 10, they would answer how many questions they could in the time that's given to them. That being said, if you wanted to give some students a wee bit more time and you've got some fast finishers, what you could do is you could click on the eraser at the bottom right, and that'll wipe the blackboard, and with your Promethean board over the top, you could just write down questions 11 and 12, maybe give a couple of challenge questions or something, so that the fast finishers could work on something whilst the others are finishing off or trying to answer a few more questions. So say for the next part of my lesson, I wanted to look at outcome 3 at silver level. All I would do is just close this down, and using the smart navigation tools, within a few clicks, I can get to outcome 3 at silver level. There's an awful lot of content in this program. We've tried to make it we've tried to make it as user friendly as possible, and the more you use the software, the quicker you'll get at navigating your way through this program. So again, I'll just click quickly through, and there's the questions and of course the answers, and you've still got your learning intention, your Apple TV, and all your other smart features. And again, for the final part of the lesson, if you just wanted to do outcome 3 at gold level to teach the kind of same skill at 3 different levels of difficulty, again using the smart navigation tools, we would just click our way to outcome 3, which is gold level. So that was a wee tour through a class lesson. I hope you found that useful. So if we go back to bronze, again just to illustrate, there are 5 homeworks which can be opened up and printed out for students, or indeed shared electronically if you don't have an unlimited printing budget, as most of us don't have. And of course the answers can just be clicked through. Again, it's designed around peer marking, but of course if the teacher was marking it themselves, they've got the answers to view there. And to give them a wee check up at the end of the topic, there are 5 low stakes assessments, which again can be clicked on and printed out. The idea behind the 5 is it gives pupils many opportunities to aim for 100%, as many opportunities as they need. And again, just to complete it, the answers can just be clicked through. So for peer marking, or for the teacher indeed to mark themselves, they've got the answers to hand. So that was a wee tour of a module. I hope you found that helpful. And just if we just go back to the start of the program, there's a few other links as well. There's success records which can be printed off, so pupils can record their progress in all exercises, homeworks and assessments. There's a link to the Third Level Maths online platform, assuming of course the teacher or the pupil has a valid Rigor Maths subscription, and a link to our website as well, which of course has many more resources, including the third level CFE Rigor Maths calendars. So if you're interested in purchasing this software, either on an individual basis for teachers or tutors, or indeed for your school, please get in touch at sales@cdmasterworks.co.uk. We would be delighted to hear from you.